So, this is my latest World of Warships account. It's on the Asian server. It's a pretty new account. I just started this. There's, oh, here. I think I played 5 games on it. Let's see. Achievements. Well, I got some nice achievements already. I got a Kraken Unleashed in my tier 2 battle. But here, let's see the summary. 3 battles played in random battles and 2 in co-op battles. I only played 1 game in the Russian tier 1 to test if the connection was good enough, and afterwards I spent all my other games, so the other 4, on the Pan-Asian destroyer line. And I'm going to continue with that now. My plan on this account, I'm not sure it's going to work yet, but we'll have to see about that. My plan is to stick to Pan-Asian destroyers and just go for those, and not for anything else. So we'll have to see. And I have to switch around my webcam. Let's do that for a minute. Here. Nope, not that. Nope. And then add webcam. Here it is. Add source. That one. That's better. Oh, no, that's not better. That one. Yes. That's better. Since it's a better webcam, it's going to get a better picture as well, and it's going to be better with the green screen background. So, yeah, that'll work. Anyway, I'm just going to see how many games it's going to take to get up to tier 10 with only these ships. But then again, I might not be able to. You know, if I get killed really early in the game, it might be a good plan to do something else as well. And then I don't have to wait sometimes for about 15 minutes until the ship gets out of a battle. So we'll have to think about what other options we have. I might start playing the British ships, and then I don't know, British battleships. Or Japanese cruisers, maybe. Or Russian destroyers. That could be as well. I love the Russian destroyers, so but we'll have to see. First, let's make sure I actually start playing. So. Here we go, tier 3. Battle number 1. Okay, let's see. It's a fully tier 3 battle, and I'm the only UN player here. Oh man, I'll have to check the. You to see that? I'll have to check the number of players online because... Oh, there's one other human player. And yay, we're both pink. At least I think I'm still pink. Not entirely sure. I didn't see that in the... in the profile. So I might not be pink anymore. Let's start on one of the sides. Okay, Wix killed him. I don't have torps to hit him, so I have to watch out for his as well. I really wouldn't want to be killed so early on in the battle. Good. Well. Let's see, 28 seconds torpedo reload time. I should be able to charge that Nassau and kill him with my torps. Okay, that was totally unnecessary for my teammates to kill himself there. Oh, bummer. Well, I don't really have that much hit points, right? I think our team is going to lose. But that's just the way it is. Yeah, there's only bots fighting each other now. I'm just curious to see if the... and I never read into it, which may be my mistake, but I might have to do some research here. What I noticed is that I was one of the UN players on my team. And there was one other player on the enemy team, and the rest was bots. And I'm curious if that is because there's not enough players on the Asian server. Maybe it's the wrong time to play on the Asian server. Or if it's If it's just at the lower tiers. I'm not sure. Well, I reached level 5. That's nice, so I get free experience. I got 3,000 free experience to start with. That's always good. Let's see, modules. I can upgrade the ship fully, so let's do that. Even if it costs me a lot of free experience. Let's sell the other 2. Oh no, I don't have the option to do that yet. Well, next battle, right away. Goedemorgen, JJ. So yeah, I started a new account on the Asian server. I thought that would be funny. Ah, I see something here. Maximum waiting time for a random battle is no longer than 1 minute in the EU server, or maybe it's only with higher tiers. It says no more than 5 minutes. So, yeah. That's why there's a lot of bots in the games I play. So how are you doing, JJ? Oh, it says it's no longer than 1 minute, but I've waited for 1 minute and 4 seconds before it started creating a match. Okay, and you? Well, doing okay. It's just a little warm, but you probably, well, since you live in the same country, you probably feel the same. There's about a 98% humidity level at the moment, which is pretty bad. But it reminds me of living in Uganda. Let's see, 2 human players on my team, 2 human players on the enemy team. And the rest is bots. Why is my question, because there were loads of players in the queue. I'll go south, since there's 3 destroyers up north. But JJ, do you know if that is if that is the case with the EU server as well on the lower tiers, or is it just the Asian server? I have to turn down the sound a little, by the way. Yeah, that is probably better. It might have been okay in the stream, but that is also because in the stream I have it... I'm not broadcasting as much game sound. But in my own headphones it was too much. So let me put this one up a bit. Yeah, that's better. I just thought it would be fun. Oh yeah, you're in the game? Good. Because I'm curious if that is just the Asian server, or if it's just lower tiers. Most of the time when I play World of Warships, on my EU account at least, it's no lower than tier 6 or 7. Engine boost deactivated. Well, that's a bummer. It almost looked like the bot was AFK. But it is moving slightly. Oh well. They killed each other. That might have not have been the wisest thing to do. Bye. That's number one. Now let's put up some smoke. Because I need to reload my torpedoes before I can start hitting him. Five minutes waiting time, tier 3 no bots. So yeah, that might just be that there's a difference in Asian server and the EU server then. One torp hit. No more. Bummer. So I'm wondering why that is then. There should be a reason, right? Here we go, straight into Wyoming. $55,000 hit points of damage done so far. Not bad, if I say so myself. In a tier 3 destroyer. Only losing, well, 3,828 hit points myself. So far. I mean, there's a possibility I'm going to lose more. Now, let's use the speed boost. The engine boost, sorry. To get in there, and I might be able to kill some more. $10 kilometers to go. So I'm guessing the South Carolina going through the islands at the moment. Over there, going in the channel. I don't think I'll be catching him anymore. But that Nassau over there, he is going to kill the St. Louis, I think. Oh, suddenly he realizes I might be the biggest threat. But I think he realized too late. And I think I'm still going to hit some torps. Not all of them though. Which is kind of sad. But I still got a high caliber. And he's still flooding, so that's good. Now, let's see if I can do something about that South Carolina over there. $70,000 hit points of damage done so far. Which is not bad. But I think I can do better. Well, kill them with my guns, that's also good. Oh, just one experience difference between the two of us. 1 XP point. Okay, now let's see. Let's get signals and camouflages, though we can't mount signals yet. At least once I get up to the right account level to mount signals. Here, let's put it like that. Yes. Upgrades is 6. Ship commander is 7. Scenarios is 8. Campaigns is 9. Signals is level 10. Wow, it is going to take a while before I can use those. 1,500 experience done. What is the next thing I'm getting? I didn't even check that. Upgrades. Okay. Good. And 1,000,000 credits. And ship commander afterwards. Well, let's see what we can do. See, there's 12 players in my range at the moment. 13 now, 10 now, 12 again. "26 players in my range. "29, 30. Well, it should be possible, right? But somehow I don't get drafted into a game really quickly. 25 players, 26, 25. And it's 1.5 minutes, so something is strange here with the matchmaker. But hey, this is a game with no bots. That's the first time on this server that I don't find any bots fighting against me or with me. So that is a new thing. There's 5 destroyers on each side, which is going to be interesting. Since I only have my guns to take care of the destroyers. Well, let's see if I can get to the side slightly and then start playing it as a torp boat. Actually, this tier 3 is not a bad ship at all. I think the tier 2 is better and more fun. But this is not a bad ship at all. It's got a good detectability. It's 5.8 and that's without camo or without a captain with skills or anything like that. So you can get it down to, let's see, down by about 20%. Can it actually get below 5 then? Ah, here we go. V25. I saw loads of ships over there, so I thought let's just fire some torps that way and see what happens. Yeah, that much is clear. And it's also clear I didn't hit anything with my torps. At least not yet. Okay, I'm not going to last long in this game. But then again, I wasn't expecting the whole enemy team to be coming up this way. Yeah, Caledon's going to die. Yep, that's it. Maybe I can learn something from watching this player. Since he plays the same ship. I should have played more sensible and less aggressive. I do have a feeling none of these torps is going to hit anything. This is South Carolina was speeding up. Oh, no, there's Longyang. And it's deep water torp, so it'll just pass right underneath that. Oh, that's the end of the St. Louis. Or at least the end of most of it is hit points. Yep, that's that. Well, this player is certainly playing better than I was. That might still become a win. I was just about to say our team is still trailing in number of ships, but that has been equalized now, so it's 5 against 5. The enemy team is leading by points, but and it's 4-4 again. Two sets of torps fired at the Nassau. Yeah, he's going to be hit by 2. Well, we were trailing by 1 ship again. Well, it could still go two ways. That much is clear, that the enemy team has taken the lead. He was spotted for a very short time. Plus he was outside of the torpedo range, so I don't think those torpedoes are going to hit anything. Oh, JJ, you just bought the Orion, the Tier 4 British battleship. I think the Tier 4 is a nice ship. The Tier 5 I didn't really like. But Tier 6 and 7 I liked again, so... I think we're still going to lose this, but this player definitely is the top player on our team. Well, he is the top player that is alive at the moment, because he's the only one. No. He didn't even... Well, he didn't notice he had to reset with his guns before his torpedoes would hit. Let's just restart and do it again. Let's make sure I play better this time. Well, it's one of those bot games again. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, including myself. Players on my team and 4 on the enemy team. 5 destroyers and 5 cruisers. Well, that is going to be interesting again. I'm one of 2 tier 3s on the map. And I now realize that after this game I'm in dire need of a bathroom break. And I'll probably get myself a coffee as well. Good. That's that. 2 destroyers taken out. 4 of their cruisers are spotted, so there might be 1 here, but not more than 1. So I'll go up there. No, all 5 of their cruisers are spotted over there, and the 3 destroyers. So there's nothing in here. No use staying at this side of the map. Engine boosto is what I just heard one of my Japanese crews say at some point. Yeehaw! Here we go. I think the Umikaze has the same plan as I do, which is get very close and then fire in... he's actually getting too close. Well, I don't have to be afraid to damage my teammate, since these torps will pass by him unnoticed. So, Binovic. That's that. Don't have to focus on him anymore. Let's go for that cluster of 3 cruisers over there. Let's see, they're all bots. Coffee, yes. You know what? I'll just fire a few torps that way as a starter. Since there are some ships maneuvering over there, I might actually just hit something even if I don't really aim for the ship I'm going to hit. Yeah, and I'm about to destroy another one. Nice! Double strike! Yeah! Oh, and I might be able to get a hit on him as well. Come on, turn! My engines are down and... Oh, bummer. Just one torpedo hit. I was gonna say, I need my 4th kill. Where is that destroyer? Where is he? Let's see. Let's turn on the last known position. Oh, last known position markers is on. Hey, wait a second. Our base is being capped. Could that be? Yes, it is. I just noticed that I don't even have the right crosshair selected yet. I like the dynamic one. So, here we go, using speed boost. Kraken Unleashed, here we come. I want to kill him. He's mine. Yes! Kraken Unleashed. That was nice. Three devastating strikes in one game. 5 kills in total. At least, well, I only got 91 hit points of damage on that last one, but hey, 54,000 in total, that's not bad, right? So, let's see. 2,815. How much more do I need? 1622. Good. Well, let's go for that. But first, coffee break. Back in 3 minutes, I think. So, there we are again. So, 1600 experience needed to get the Shenyang, which is going to be another nice upgrade. A nice ship on the way to tier 10. But am I going to keep the tier 3 after I reach the tier 4 or not? I'm not sure yet. I'll have to think about that. Let's see. What shall I do? 1, 2, 3 human players. 1, 2, 3 human players. I think I'm going to go south. Over there. And to be honest, I hope I'm alone there. Or, well, at least alone with my torps. Then I don't have to dodge torps by the other destroyers. And I can continuously fire torps at anything that comes around the corner. I hope that works that way. But we'll have to find out. Yes, coffee break was to get coffee, not to drink it. Drinking it is what I'm doing now. Well, no one is coming this way. It's quite literally what I asked for, but not really what I expected. Good. 2 torps hit. And the flooding. Okay, he's coming this way. 6.7, 5.8. I might have to get out of here. Well, since he turned, I didn't fire my torps at him, but I might... Now he's turning again. Okay. Bummer. Isn't this the... Yes, it is. It's the division. So it's 2 human players playing together. And by that I mean, come this way and kill him. Instead of going to the cap and try to win this game by capping. Come on, it's way more fun to kill enemy ships. Finally, fire started. He put it out right away. Well, that was a little worse than last game. Only half the damage I did in the last game, but still. It's going to be a good win for the team. Let's see if this Chester is going to do anything about it. Well, that was a win. Level 6. Okay. So, now I can get upgrades. And I got another 1,000,000 credits. But really, does this ship need upgrades? I can only get the... I'm not going to spend credits on this. I might for the next ship. But not on this one. $1,058. Well, with a little luck, it's going to be 1 game, otherwise it's going to be 2, maybe even 3 games, and then I'll be in the tier 4. Hello, viewers. I just found out that even in random battles on the Asian server, there's a lot of bots. I'm not sure if that's only the lower tiers or if it's also the higher tiers. But since I only play lower tiers at the moment, since I haven't reached the higher tiers yet, well, I'm really curious to see if there's going to be this much bots on higher tiers as well. "30 players within range." I should be able to get a good matchup that way. Yep. Only my second game on this server with no bots. 1, 2, 3 destroyers. A few battleships, just 2, 3, 2 on the other side as well, and a carrier. Let's see. 2 Izokazes and a Dersky. We'll have to watch out for that little tier 3. That is such a powerful ship. It might actually kill me. Let's give them a hard time. Let's give them a hard time. Yes. Let's do that. Well, I'm curious to see how many destroyers, enemy destroyers, are going to be over here. There's not many here to help me. Okay, all 3 are in here. I might have to turn around and go somewhere else. Because they can all hit me with torps. And I can hit none of them with torps. Let's see, what was the request support? Ah, F5. It would be so lovely if I actually got some support over there. It looks like everyone is sailing away. Oh, and our destroyer that went straight here is already dead. Didn't do a thing. Or at least not something useful. I should be able to do a little bit better. Well, the thing is, we know that all the enemy destroyers are over there in that corner. So if I just make sure I don't go there, then I can't be hit by their torpedoes. Let's see. Yeah, he's going to sail around the island. Oh, bummer. Well, St. Louis is going to be dead with this cell phone. Oh. Well, maybe. Just maybe. Oh! Sorry, that was a keel still if I ever saw one. I totally admit I did that. That's what I thought. I should at least hit 2. If I'm lucky, I can get back into my smoke. Though I'm showing a lot of my side if I do that. Oh, bummer. Should have done better. But then again, this game wasn't worse, or at least it wasn't a lot worse than last game. Let's see, what is our host show doing? Sailing backwards? Why is he doing that? I'd urge him to get out of the way. And what is this Isokaza doing? Well, I think it's still going to be a win. I wasn't expecting that, to be honest. And here, looking at this. Yep. He took out the Isokaza. Well, he's got the B hull, so it's not fully upgraded. But it does look like he knows what he's doing. Fire torps. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Now turn around and fire the torps on the other side. And because he's being supported by friendly ships who are also firing at them. Good. Oh, Kuma is about to be dead, but so is the Turin. He's going to take all the Kuma's torps. That was painful. Well, the Wyoming has the upgraded hull. He's going to be hit by 2 torps. Let's see, we still have the Phoenix. He doesn't have a lot of hit points left. We have Tenryu, Hosho, and Wyoming. And they still have their Hosho and 1 Dersky. Yeah, we should be able to win this. Fat Dutch, hello. How are you doing? This bomber strike might get him killed though. Yeah, here he comes. Oh, it's only 1 torp that's launched. So that should miss. But the Dersky is still shooting at him with his guns. He's a brave little destroyer, that one. He's going to be dead now, but still. Whew! I was gonna say he also got the Wyoming, but the Wyoming still has 222 hit points remaining. Well, that's not bad. I wasn't expecting that, to be honest. Okay. That was that. 583 experience. And again, the feeling I should have and could have done better. But I didn't. But let's see, 445 experience left for the tier 4. So let's go on. Mm-hmm. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bots. 4 human players on both sides. Let's see. I've got 3 destroyers against me. I can be killed by all their torps. So let's keep that in mind while we go forward. I'll go and try to cap C. Oh, wrong button. Seriously? It is going to start. Button. Yeah, sure. Sure. Button. It's going to make stars out of the first part of button. I mean, why? Is that in my settings, maybe? Here, controls. I can't really see it. Oh, wait a second. Soft particles. No, I can't really see it. Anyway, I'm spotted, so let's make sure I start maneuvering before they hit me, and that way reset the cap. If he refuses to sail into my torps, I'll just kill him with my guns. Turen, that looks like a nice target for me. Let's see. Fire 2 spreads of torps and then sail towards him. Trying to miss the wreckage there. Ooh, this sounds like a very interesting type of music. Yes, I hit you. My torps are going to miss you though. But as Trinity said to Agent Smith, dodge this. Yeehaw! Now let's see. Kawachi, where are you going? I think he's going to come around the other side of the island. So if I turn around here... No, he's turning. He's turning. He might actually come this way. Good. So, as I said before, as Trinity said to Agent Smith in The Matrix, yes, I'll say it to you as well. Dodge this. Oh! He actually dodged too. Sure. Why not? But he's still flooding. And I got him. Oh, sure. Immobilized. That's not good. It's not just the engine that is immobilized. It's also the engine controls. I've noticed that you know, you can't even start sailing backwards or anything anymore. You can't slow down. It's just the engine has gone dead, so you're dead in the water, and that's the most annoying part about it. And I think these two torps are going to miss because he's behind the island at the moment. I was hoping to fire my second spread of torps to the South Carolina, but I didn't really have the hit points to last that long anymore. But hey, 48,340 hit points and 2 kills. Not bad. I need to run to the bathroom though, so back in less than 2 minutes. What? You're not serious? We lost a few ships. But we're still going to win, I think. Or at least that's what I hope. Let's see, they still have one St. Louis and a South Carolina left. We have a totally useless Kawachi bot here. Or at least it looks like it's totally useless. At least at the moment. It really doesn't do a lot. Sailing backward. Why is it? It's still sailing backward. I'd make sure at this stage I'd sail forward, since there's nothing with torps anymore, so there's no danger of getting in too close. And from really close you could actually get your secondary guns going as well. Oh, but now he is going forward. He's not going to turn, though. He's not going to make it in. Yeah, wargaming. This is something that has to be solved. This is a Kawachi that sailed forward to the island. Then almost hit it, started sailing backward. Then when it was far enough away, it started sailing forward again. It didn't even bother to turn. And now start sailing backwards again. That is just bad. I do understand that bots aren't as good as players. But this might just lose you the game. It's no use keeping bots alive in your team and helping your team if this is what happens, right? It's not firing. It's not even firing secondary guns. Okay. Puts out fire right away. Brilliant. Now start turning, please. Please start turning. Oh, secondary guns are actually opening up. And, of course, he's starting to sail backwards again. I don't know what the Bellerophon over there is doing as well. Why play on Asian server? Yeah, well, because I just like it. I wanted to start a new account, an empty account, and just see how long it would take with... if I would just play one line without spending anything, how long it would take before I got up to tier 10. Well, that might just have lost us the game. Come on, Mr. Bellerophon. Yeah, he's firing HE. And he's probably going towards A to cap that. If that is the best plan, or not, I wouldn't know. Oh no, don't put out one fire right away. You're grinding the Conqueror. On my main account, I'm at tier 7 on that line. And here I'm just focusing on the Pan-Asian destroyers. I don't want to play anything else, so that's why I'm waiting for this game to be over, because I don't want to have to play other ships now. I might change my tactics at some point, but you have no Asian ships. Okay. Well, technically Japanese ships are Asian ships as well, right? Okay, so now the South Carolina is dead. And with a little luck, this Bellerophon now kills the St. Louis. But then again, the St. Louis might just set him on fire and then stop shooting. Fall off detection, and I don't see the use for a Yu Yang. I think it's a gearing that I already have. Well, it technically is slightly different, of course. It's got radar, it's got a totally different type of torpedoes. And for that, it does change the gameplay quite a lot. So here we go. Tier 4, there we are. Okay. I am going to mount a propulsion modification on this one. And I think that's it. How far away am I from... Okay, 1100 experience from level 7. Then I'll have another level and I'll get the ship commanders. Scenarios. I'm going to get another 2 million credits in total. Let's see. 2 million here. That's 4 million in total. 6 million. 3 million. That's 9 million. I'm going to receive another 9 million credits just by going up the line, or by going up experience. Let's see. Only thing is the torps. Radar is useless, I think. When you pop radar, you will see the enemy DD, but when you shoot, yeah, it will see you. But especially in ranked, I have seen it used really well. And you might be able to get into smoke that is done by one of your teammates, and then you can use the radar to still be able to spot the enemies. Just an idea. The game is getting worse after every update. I think way too much radar. Well, it changes the gameplay. I don't think it's getting worse, actually. I think the destroyers might be overpowered if there wasn't anything like radar to counter that. But that's my opinion, of course. I mean, you don't have to share that opinion. Maximum waiting time for a random battle is no longer than 1 minute. Why is it taking longer then? If DDs stop playing, the game will get boring. Yes, that is true. But you have to find a balance, and that's not really easy to do, because you need to balance somehow between having DDs that can play stealthy, but at the same time it being an overpowered ship because no one can find it. That is also why there's no submarines in the game. As soon as you put submarines in the game and you take out the destroyers, or you spawn in the game without destroyers, there's no way the submarines are going to be detected. Or you would have to put carriers in with submarine detection. But there's no way a battleship would... There's no way a battleship can actually kill a submarine. And of course it's not really realistic that a single destroyer in in any scenario, would be able to kill a battleship. The German ships are hard to torpedo. You mean the German cruisers and battleships? They're hard to hit, or is it? Do you mean that the destroyers are harder to play, or something like that? They use sonar. Yeah, for 2 minutes. But there's still ways to hit someone, even if they're using sonar. Ouch. Yeah, that might not have been too smart. But my torpedoes might still hit the Danae. You see that ship over there? Nah, he's turning. Bummer. Well, he was killed anyway. Before he hit my torps. Or before my torps would have been able to hit him. DDs are not overpowered. No, but that is because of the counters against destroyers. I mean, without counters, the destroyers would have been overpowered. Especially if you look at the gearing. The gearing can stay hidden the whole game, because its torpedoes, and correct me if I'm wrong, have a 16.5 kilometer range. And it's also got very good guns, so if it is getting spotted at some point by a Japanese destroyer, it can kill the Japanese destroyer without any problem with its guns. If there was no way, because the American destroyers also have the best smoke, if there was no way to counter that, then the gearing would be overpowered. But because there is something like sonar and radar, it is pretty well balanced. At least that's my opinion. Let's see. Well, oh, you think it's getting too much? Yeah, I don't really think so. And I do think that is where the Pan-Asia destroyers are actually adding something to the game, because their deep water torpedoes are way harder to spot. It's easier to hit something with those torpedoes because they're deep water torpedoes, and of course you can't really use them against destroyers, but still, they're really powerful torpedoes against cruisers and battleships, and that is what I think they're contributing, and it's also what may counter a lot of the counters, if you get what I mean. I think we're going to win this. I'm not entirely sure yet. But we're leading by quite a lot of ships. There's a very low health Kuma there. Enemy Kuma. Just needs one more hit and then it's gone. That hit looks like it's on its way. That's what I mean. Omaha here is also on a very low health. Yeah, I don't see any way that the enemy is going to turn this around anymore. So maybe you should start playing the Pan-Asian destroyers, because they do play differently. Most of them have pretty good guns against other destroyers, and the torpedoes are really good against battleships, cruisers, and carriers. Yep, that's that one gone. And now there's just a few enemy ships left. Yeah, he's going to be dead soon as well, this Miyogi here. So our team now has all caps, and the enemy only has a destroyer and a carrier left. And I think these two are the ones that's going to that are going to kill the whole show. I like the Minotaur. Me too. It's actually the ship I performed the best in. I only have 3 tier 10s at the moment. The Grozovoy, Khabarovsk and the Minotaur. Ooh, that was a pretty good salvo. And the Minotaur was the one I did the best in ranked battles this season. Here we go, level 7. Nice. Good. Let's see, 1200 something experience. That is enough for some upgrades, but not. Sorry, it's nothing personal that I'm yawning. When do I get the camo, by the way? Scenarios is first, campaigns is next, signals is next, and then at 11 I get camo. Inventory management is only at level 13. Well, let's just go again. It's your best ship also. Yeah, I expect I might actually be better in some of the other cruisers or battleships or even destroyers. I think the gearing might be a ship that I can play really well, or the Yu Yang, or one of the battleships. But so far, Minotaur is my best, and Minotaur looked the most interesting after I got the Khabarovsk. And then right after I got the Minotaur, within a week, or actually within 2 weeks, I got 3 tier 10s. I didn't have any tier 10s yet, and then within 2 weeks I got 3 of them. Let's see. I'll go for C. 2 carriers on each side. 1 Bogan, 1 Hosho. Yes, I'm on my way. think if everyone is saying that, why not saying it as well? Yeah, I'm not going to say affirmative again. All stations retreat. Why would we retreat? I mean, is there any danger? Not at the moment there is. Well, from here on, the Pan Asian destroyers start playing slightly different. Because with the tier 3 I had a 38-second reload on my torpedoes, and now I have a 62-second reload on the torpedoes. So there's no way I'm going to be able to storm into a group of enemy ships, torp one, then torp the next, then torp the next, because I'm just maneuvering a bit. And right after maneuvering a bit, I get the... It's a little annoying that all these fighters are overhead. Well, if I sail in between the islands, and if I sail right in here, I might be able to torp something while sailing here. What? Seriously? Come on. Let that be a warning. Yeah, sorry, friend, but that's not going to fly. I'm hoping to set him on fire. But I might have to stop firing now, since I'm on an island. What is this? My ship isn't actually sailing backwards or forwards anymore. Okay. Finally. Yeah, well, that wasn't really good. I might still hit some of the torps though. I think my team is going to lose. They're not pushing anywhere, though they're not trailing by ships, by much at least, until I was killed. Our teams were as strong as the other one. It's a little strange. Well, my torps missed, so that was it. Whew. That was really close. That wasn't though. Well, we might still win this. No, I don't think we're going to win this anymore. I thought we could, but I think that chance just disappeared. They also have still have 2 carriers, and we have 1. Yeah, that's it. Done. Okay, what upgrade should I get first? A gun upgrade? I think hull upgrade would be best. It is going to increase my maneuverability. And hit points, so it's going to increase the survivability as well. I'm not sure I'm going to upgrade the torpedoes. They will do more damage and are quicker. But then again, concealment is 6.5 at the moment, and these torpedoes have a 6.4 kilometer range. So I can only fire them either at an enemy that's sailing towards me, and I'm not being spotted, but in any other scenario, I'm going to have to fire them when I'm spotted, and that's not going to be nice. So I don't think I'm going to upgrade the torpedoes, though with the next ship in line, the tier 5, and I think with the tier 6, no, at least with the tier 5, it's this case as well. So it might prepare me for the playstyle of the tier 5. This might be my last game. Sir Ishi, hey yo! Because in about half an hour I have to be at school to pick up the kids. Fridays they have half a day of school. Should I go there or should I say, nah, not wise? Well, it's fun. So yes, why not? My torps can't hit the enemy destroyers. Maybe that are maybe coming for a B as well. But as soon as any cruiser or battleship is going to try to assist them, I can torp those. How have you been? Well, pretty good. I haven't streamed for quite a while, and it's nice getting back into it. But I'm really contemplating what to do with the stream. Since I'm streaming for the 3rd time this week. But this is actually an extra stream. I'm planning on streaming on Tuesday and Thursday mornings. And I'm not really sure what to stream yet. So it might be World of Warships. I think it's good to put some focus into the stream, if you get what I mean. And World of Warships might be easier for me to focus on than, say, Elite Dangerous. Also, if you come into a World of Warships video, it might last 10 seconds or 10 minutes, but then I'll start a new battle. So there's going to be new things to do or new things to watch, and you can be there from the start of that battle. With Elite Dangerous, it's harder because there's a storyline that I'm following, and I'm starting at one point, and if you haven't followed that point, you can just see me flying from A to B, and there's not really a lot. Well, I don't think there's a big narrative I can do there. But anyway, that's me. How have you been? Let's see if he's coming this way, and it looks like he might. Yes. I'll just fire the torps that way. Started Elite Dangerous on PC, said I couldn't transfer my console data over. Yeah, I can imagine. That's a lot of playtime that you've just, well, sort of lost. Okay, he's going to take one torp. And my guns are pretty good, but they're not quick enough to kill him with just the guns. Though there's two of us here. And I just set him on fire. Yay! That was that. Let's see, how can I thank someone? Point at them and say F12. You know what? Let's do some fun stuff now. Get in here. And see what I can find in here. Maybe, just maybe, their carrier is going to be around there somewhere. So my plan is to go all the way up to the island over there. You can see that on the map here. And then start sailing. Ah! See? That's what I thought. Going in a straight line. Hoping to dodge the torpedoes. But he might not even want to try to torp me. But then again, he might have to. If he's not going to try, he's not going to kill me, that's for sure. Okay. Dodged those. Nice. Now, let's see. Here he is. Hello. Hello, my friend. Let's stay behind the island, so it's going to be harder for the enemy Kolberg and others to hit me. And then here we go. Nice! That was pretty okay, I think. set a fire. Well, let's see. You never tried destroyers and warships on only battleships and cruisers. Well, in my humble opinion, destroyers are the nicest class in game. At least you can see that they're the best, the most action-packed ones. Ah, Clemson. Here we go. Since I have deep water torpedoes, I'm not going to be able to hit him with my torpedoes. So if I'm going to kill him, I'm going to have to do it by gun. Come on. Yes. Please help me, boys. I think I'm not going to survive this. Although, with all his torps missing, I might still kill him. Ah, no. It was close though. It was really close. Good read on their carrier. Yeah, well. Are you going to try War Thunder's naval battles when they fully release them? I'm not sure. I don't think so. I mean, I have Elite Dangerous I'm playing. I have World of Warships on 3 different accounts. I have a North American account, European account, and an Asian account. I have World of Tanks I'm playing with my kids as well. Sometimes I'm still playing Minecraft with the kids, or Spore, or you know, other games. So I'm pretty. I don't really have the time to play other games. I'm probably going to start a some sort of education soon as well. Those last 2 torps are going to hit him as well, I think. And then that's the Miyogi gone. Yes, Miyogi's dead. Good. Now, there's a very low health destroyer here. That's what I mean. He's gone. There was a Courbet here. Yeah, there he is. And then there's only the Isokaza left. I like to either rain rapid fire or snipe with hard-hitting shots. When I hit those citadels, it feels so good. Yeah, that's why I like to play battleships as well. But I do like the fast-paced gameplay of destroyers a lot more. And especially these destroyers. If you're going to play destroyers, if you're interested in playing them, don't start with the Pan-Asian line, because the Pan-Asian line is not the easiest line to play. It might be better for you to start with either the Japanese or the Japanese, the Germans, or the Americans. So, not the Russians and not the Pan-Asian. Why not the Pan-Asian? Well, the Pan-Asian have torpedoes that are deep water torpedoes. You can only hit battleships, cruisers, and aircraft carriers with them. So no destroyers. If you're in a knife fight with a destroyer, he can torp you, unless he's also Pan-Asian, but you can't torp him. So that's not really easy to do. Why not Russians? Well, because Russians really have the very short-range torpedoes. You can see the Dersky over there. That was just blown up. That's a Russian destroyer. He's got 10 torpedoes, and he's got really fast reload torpedoes, but they're only 4-kilometer range, which is enough to kill, of course. But most of the time, you can only fire your torpedoes when you're already spotted. And that continues onwards to up to tier 7, and only from tier 8 you can sometimes fire hello Psychotic Ewok, very nice name, but only with the tier 8 and up you can get torpedoes that actually outrange your detectability. You have 5,000 matches in Kaba. Well, that's a little more than I have. But those are, you would have to agree, Mr. Fat32 Dutch. Russian destroyers aren't, they are really good and they're really nice. They've got really fast firing guns, 130mm guns, so they've got big guns as well compared to other ships. But they're not easy to play. I feel like I would be really aggressive in a destroyer though because of all the speed and concealment. Yeah, well, I think, listening to you, American destroyers are probably the best choice for you. Because American destroyers are pretty fast. They do have pretty good concealment. Not the best, but pretty good concealment. And you can do loads of things with them. They've got good guns, good torpedoes, not the best. And they're ambush destroyers. So you can just sail at an enemy ship and then torp them. So if you're looking into destroyers, I'd advise to go there. Anyway, it's 11:37 here. In 23 minutes I have to be at school to get the kids, and since it's about a 15-minute cycle, yes, I'm getting them from school on the bicycle. It's time for me to shut down. And I'll continue on later. So thanks for watching. Thanks for the chat. It was nice to have you all here. Make sure, if you haven't done it yet, to follow my channel. Also take a look at YouTube. I've got loads of World of Warships videos on YouTube, and some Elite Dangerous as well. Goodbye, JJ. And, well, I'll see you guys next time. Next time for me will be a Tuesday morning. I'll be streaming at around the same time, but probably a little, until a little later. So the stream might be a little longer. I'm not sure if it's going to be on my Asian account or my American account, but I might see. I might have to see about that. Well, thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.